How's it going, everybody? This is Greg from the Bouncing Souls, and I'm saying hello on Hello Radio.
Keep calm. There is no alternative.
Yeah. Hello Bands radio show features new music, emerging artists, unsigned acts, plus band interviews.
Honestly, I'd rather listen to my computer's exhaust fan.
Now, say hello to the bands this week.
All right, what's up? This is Mike B. It's me. I am with Greg of the Bouncing Souls.
Yep.
Old school punk rock action going on. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Doing really well. How are you?
I am fine. Gonna be fine. I haven't seen you guys in, man, it's been almost 20 years. I think it was like 98 or so. I don't even remember. We were just talking about that up there. It was like something late 90s, but not that you haven't been there before. But so you guys have been together because 30 years almost 30 years. Can you believe? I mean, seriously.
It's
like,
a small miracle, yeah.
Especially on the punk rock terms, it's like 30 years.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
There's a couple of other bands too. I mean, to be fair, like Bad Religion's one's top of my head. They've been even longer, I think, almost 40 years.
They've been, Sick of It All.
Yeah, another one. Yeah.
Just celebrated their 30 years a year or two ago.
But back to you. So
yeah.
Is it like
yeah,
surreal?
I mean, again, it's like we have people ask me this question now a lot, and I have to just boil it down to like the only thing that makes it work is like the love of what we do.
Yeah.
Like that had to prevail through all the tough times, and now we all have different lives. Like we have different projects going on, as opposed to just being like on the road like 9 months out of the year. That was the hardest time. For like 10 years we were touring constantly. Yeah. So we kind of like survived that trial by fire, and now we're able to do it to a degree that it's comfortable. You know, we can go out and do 30, 40 shows a year.
Yeah.
Or around that neighborhood.
Right.
And we really enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like a lot more on your terms, basically. You know, I mean,
exactly.
Like been there, done that. Well, you know, we still want to make music, we still want to tour, but we don't need to do it. You know,
exactly.
For 250 days out of the year. I completely feel you. So obviously, you know, promoting yourself now, like compared to like back in the 80s when you were doing it, when you first came out, you know, promoting not just yourself, bands in general. Yeah, it is. It technically, I guess, is still the same. You're still trying to get people to listen to your music, but
yeah.
Do you guys do anything different now?
Well,
in 2017 than you did
social
in 87
media is the
80?
big, huge, different thing, and digital like music. So, yeah, I go back and forth with social media. It's like this really great thing that I think is so useful, and then I just really hate it too at the same time. You know, it's like as a band. It's great.
It's deceiving, though, I think.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, but I can't deny that it's changed the game. It probably changed the game for as many good things as for as many bad things.
Yeah,
so it's kind of hard.
It's like catch-22. Right?
Yeah, it really is. It's hard to really gauge, but I think that's the main thing. That's a huge difference from when we started out. Yeah.
Right. Gotcha. So, and another thing, with you, I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but not many bands kind of like their fans grow up with them, so to speak, I guess.
Yeah.
A lot of you guys fans, and including myself, grow up and then they get their kids listening to you because, I mean, your guys' music is it's pretty tame. It's not like you guys are cursing for the most part. You're not talking about really raunchy stuff or anything.
Yeah.
So it's, for lack of better words, family friendly. So, the parents can let their kids listen to it and so on. And do you think that that's a part of your guys' success, so to speak? Like where people just kind of like, you get what I'm trying to say?
I think so. I mean, from the earliest days, we always felt like a more all-inclusive band, and we saw, genre-specific bands, which I'm sure you've seen so many of, and especially like in the late 80s and early 90s, it was like hardcore and punk, and like then emo came along, which evolved into I don't know what. But
I don't know what it is,
So we were all about like, and then the hardcore scene then on the East Coast was like, it was like all guys. Like it was such a sausage fest. There were no girls. So we were really like aware of that.
Yeah.
And we wanted girls to be at our shows and to be like in the front.
Yeah.
In a time where people don't really think about it now, but like we were, that was really important to us.
Yeah.
And so we were always conscious of that. Like, I forgot like the original question. Now I'm going on. I'm going on a tangent.
No, that's okay. No, I'm just saying. A lot of the people, a lot of you guys fans, have grown up with you guys, and now their kids are listening to it as well.
So always like with a positive message, and like we're not interested. We're positive people, and we were all inclusive. So it just was natural that now that we've been around for that long. That their kids are getting into it, and it's great. And like, there's an example. We played in Leeds the other night. This guy came back with his 20-year-old girl, and I guess the boy was a little bit younger. He said the first time he saw us in Leeds was like 2 months after this girl was born. There she is. She's 20 years old. So
and she's there with them.
She's there, and then awesome. They're just like, Dad drags us out to the show, but we like, you could tell they liked us.
Yeah, of course.
It was great. It's like, it's kind of mind blowing.
Yeah. I think more people got to do that. I mean, especially I think gigs are a lot safer now too. I think, especially than back. The mosh pits are a little bit tamer, as long as you're not going, like you said, like these hardcore sausage fests where the people are slam dancing and everything crazy. But
it's
totally,
for the most
part, it's totally it's
great. And they, like, you think about what they've shared, just that one family, and we played a part in them sharing music together. It's a great thing.
When you look at it like that, you're absolutely right.
It's totally cool. And just while we're on this subject, I should probably tell you something you might not know. I have a children's music project with my wife.
I heard about that, but I didn't. Doing some research before the interview, I was like, well, this is. And now that I'm talking to you, I'm like, I totally can feel it. I could see you totally doing this, and I'm like,
it's been a lot of fun. We started it like 4 years ago.
Well, and what was the name of it again?
It's called Playdate.
Playdate, and so what do you guys do with that exactly?
We released 2 CDs. Pete, the guitar player of the Bouncing Souls, helped us engineer and produce. And we've toured around America, and we've discussing coming to the UK. We played Vegas a bunch of times. The library system in Vegas is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So we've done a few of the libraries in Vegas and the Northwest and the East Coast, and people love it. It's the same thing. It's like the kids, parents. The idea was to create music that parents liked.
Yeah,
and that was really a good message for their kids and brings like a positive energy and connects. Like the Muppet Show did, like when I was a kid.
Well, like my oldest kid, she's not old, but she was always into it's the stupidest show, Yo Gabba Gabba.
Yeah.
But they had some kick-ass bands on there like, playing. I remember seeing some. They had like, I can't remember who they had on there now, but I remember like, is that I'll just use you. Is that Bouncing Souls on there? I'm like, what are they doing singing a kid song? And it was really cool. And I was always thinking, man, they should have a show like that or like music like that, an actual album. That'd be cool. And well, there you go. You just did it.
So
Playdate.
Playdate.
That's awesome. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah.
So everybody listening, check it out. If you got kids you're listening, Playdate.
Yep.
Is there a good website or connection for that, or is it just
iloveplaydate.com.
Perfect.
So, yep.
That's awesome. So your newest album, it's almost a year old now, but your 10th album. So harping on the longevity. We'll use longevity. That sounds like a better word rather than being old, right?
That sounds good.
We've been doing this with. Do you feel like you stay true to yourselves or true to punk rock, using the air quotes, or you think you've evolved or use the old cliche, matured or grew up?
I think we've done all those things.
Yeah.
We experimented and we've set out to. On an adventure, we had no idea what we were doing, and we still don't. So in that way, we've stuck exactly to our plan, our original plan.
It's working.
We stuck to it, and it's like...
It's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's great to have had an experience that I couldn't trade for anything,
Cool. With that said, we'll put on a song. We'll put on Bees.
Yeah,
and we'll take a quick break. Can you tell me real quick about that song? Like, I'm not exactly sure. I don't even want to look like an idiot and say what I think it means. So you just tell me what it's about, and because I like the writing in it, and hopefully it comes out to what I think it is.
Well, like any good song, I hope it has various interpretations, and that's what I always try to like. I always enjoy as a listener of songs where you're like, oh, it could mean this, it could mean that, but it impacts you somehow.
Yeah.
So for me, I was just tinkering with the idea of how everyone in the world has like a shared experience on some dimension, but on so many other deeper dimensions, we think we know about what's going on with each other. We really
Right.
have no fucking idea.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And so that's sort of a journey into that idea.
Yeah. Okay. I can
Is
kind of feel that.
is that in
It's
the
almost
neighborhood of
it's
what
almost
you were
like,
thinking?
like the Matrix or something. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I keep thinking when I'm here. But cool. Okay, we'll put on B and our B's.
Mhm.
And I'm Mike B, and I'm with Greg, and we are on Hello Radio with Talking Bouncing Souls. We'll be back.
What's up, guys? I'm Derek.
I'm Tyler.
We're in the band State Champs. You're listening to Hello Bands.
All right, we are back. Just got done playing B's from the newest, almost a year old Bouncing Souls album, Simplicity.
Mm-hmm.
So, in your words, define DIY and sellout.
I think it's hard to even apply these days. You know, I mean, we tried we were DIY, quote unquote, as long as we could be, but no band can do it yourself. You need people to help you, and
that's true of anything.
Yeah, so it depends on what you need distribution, and like now it's like all of the distribution is like it's so hard to avoid like big companies or corporations that are involved in that in some degree, and you know so. That's the world we live in.
Yeah.
If you want to get your music out, you get the opportunity to get your music out. You get to the point where you're like, okay, well, we have to make this contract with this company. Like, and as long as it's fair and, you know, it makes sense for what you're doing, that's all you can do. So from my experience, I would never judge anyone at this point because they have to follow their path, you know, and so there really is no.
So basically, you're saying, I mean, sometimes you guys got to do what you got to do for people to hear your stuff.
Exactly.
I mean,
exactly.
If you want to call it being a sellout, then fine. And if you want to, it can still be DIY at the same time, which is basically what you're getting at.
It's such a gray area.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to even answer because it kind of like exactly.
Yeah. I mean, because you know, every band from your guys' we're still in the generation, but you know what I'm saying, from like the 90s. I mean, they start out, they're DIY, they're so awesome, and then they sold out.
Yeah.
You're like, really? So what? So like Bad Religion went to Epitaph. Who cares?
Yeah.
They're still making awesome music.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Just shut up. But okay. Yeah. But I digress. Okay. What's the place you haven't played yet that you have always wanted to play? Because you guys have practically been everywhere. Is there like one place you're like, oh man, I haven't been there yet? Like I don't know, Easter Island or something?
Not really. No. I my bucket list is kind of.
It's good.
I'm good. Yeah, like we've been to Japan. We played the Budokan.
That is my. Somebody was just asking me the other day what is my favorite place I've ever seen a show, and I saw a show at the Budokan.
Okay, cool.
And I love the sound. There's just you can see anybody in there, and it would sound totally
Yeah.
awesome.
So
how'd you guys manage to do that one?
My Chemical Romance.
Okay, yeah.
Who's a Jersey band, and we love Frank, and he loves us, and it just worked out. And
that's awesome.
They asked us to open up the show there, so that was great.
Amazing.
Yeah, there's a list of places that there's a place called Red Rocks in Denver. You might have heard of.
I have. Yeah,
played there.
U2 got an album there, didn't they?
Yeah. That famous video.
Yeah.
There.
What's the? I can't remember the name of the song, but yeah.
Sunday Bloody Sunday.
Yes, thank you. So, you guys, I know a lot of punk bands. They like to do covers. It's just fun to do. I know you guys did one of the Misfits ones a few years back. You guys ever do any covers, like one-off things, like just at a show? You're just like, hey, you know what? Let's just do this song, man. You're like, just for fun.
Yeah,
maybe not the whole song, even just like a minute of it.
We just had started conversations about doing that again because we did it a lot in the past. But then we realized we just had this conversation, like have amassed so many Bouncing Soul songs that we're constantly like just fielding all these people are like, why don't you play this? Why don't you play that? And we can, it's like
we have 150 songs on our catalog.
There's this game that we can never win. Yeah. So we are just constantly trying to filter in Bouncing Soul songs. So we forgot this whole realm of stuff where we used to play like little medleys and like little bits of covers and stuff but we're gonna start doing it again. We just started talking about it like the last couple of days.
Any intentions like any type of like just old punk songs,
like
or maybe
like Led Zeppelin?
Oh, okay, nice.
We would do
Cashmere
stuff.
Or something.
Yeah, like a bit of a song, and it would go into another song. We used to do that stuff all the time.
Right on. I was reading about your last album, Simplicity. It was recorded for the most part live.
Yes,
which is I don't know how many people do that nowadays, and to be honest, I thought most punk albums were recorded live. I mean, you just get...
Not anymore.
I know. It's
it used to be.
Why'd you guys go that route on that one? Or you just wanted to get back to basics?
Again, like...
Time crunch?
Yeah, no, we just did so many different things. You know, we were a punk band that we just knew how to play. We plugged in, and they put mics on us, and we recorded records like that, the first couple. And then we tried in other directions. We got... producers and more songwriting and more like multi-tracking and I'm sorry, like overdubs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's like a full circle, you're always trying to achieve this energy in the studio. And the records we did with Summer Vacation, How I Spent My Summer Vacation, and Anchor's Way, we're done with our friend John Seymour, who's a
like
producer.
Anchor's Way. That's my favorite one.
So we're like, maybe we should try that old style. We'll call John and see if he's into making a record. And he was stoked. Yeah. So it was like we locked into like 2000 or whatever it was. Right? We just sort of used the same methods and just did that, and it got a great result. It has an energy that's a little more spontaneous feeling, I think. Yeah.
All right. So you've been to Britain quite a bit. So you should know your British terms, right?
Maybe.
We'll hope. Let's do a little quick. Let's see if you know what these are. Do you know what a lorry is?
Yeah, it's a truck.
Okay, gotcha. How about a dummy? Do you know what that is?
I don't think so.
What would you call? What do you think? It's either a hat or a pacifier?
A pacifier.
It is. It's a dummy.
Okay, good guess.
How about a hob?
I've heard that one, but I don't know what it is.
You think it's a stovetop or a dog?
A stovetop.
Yep, it's a stovetop.
Okay.
Yep. How about a jumper?
I've heard that too. Is that like a jacket?
Very close. A sweater.
Okay. Yeah.
And how about, you should know this one, a cue?
Yeah, that's the line.
Yeah.
Good one.
All right. We'll be back in a second. Let's just what song you want to put on? We can put on an old one. We could put on one from your new album. Whatever you want to do, man. Hey Alien.
Yeah, let's do Hey Aliens.
Let's do it. Hey Aliens. All right, and we'll be back with Greg.
Save us from the super rich before they buy up everything.
Bouncing Souls in Norwich, getting ready to play. Relatively new Epic Studios. This is your first time here, right?
Yeah, this
first
is a
time
cool
in Norwich,
Mm-hmm.
from what I heard.
Yes.
Which is pretty crazy.
It is pretty cool, yeah.
I thought we just got done talking about how all the places. Now your bucket list is full.
Yes.
Now it's complete.
This is
So let's
one.
do a real quick trivia. We call it the game. It's just totally random. We got some history questions, music, sports. It's time to play the game. So let's see if you can do it. Time to play the game. Few people have gotten perfect scores.
Okay.
Just a few.
I don't think that's going to happen with me,
So
but I'll
we
give
never
give it
know.
a shot.
Swimmers. I don't know if you heard of them from Northern California.
I do. I met those guys. I
Yeah,
know 'em,
very nice guys.
Yeah.
Super smart.
Mhm.
They got it perfect, so you can do it.
Okay.
Okay. We'll start with the easy one. What band has an album named New Jersey?
Bon Jovi.
Yes. Ding ding. Good job. You had a deer in
had a
headlights there for a
second
second. I was
thought.
like, oh no, God, you didn't know that. Okay. Here's a sports question. How many times has the New Jersey Devils won the Stanley Cup?
Don't know.
Okay, I'll give you. Okay.
Couple times? Once.
I'll give you a hint. Let me. Oh, 3. Yes, that's it. Good job.
I knew it wasn't a lot.
Man, you're good. 2 for 2. There's a secret place in Nevada, and supposedly aliens were there. What is that called?
Area 51.
Boom. Got it.
I read the book.
Yeah, 3 for 3. My dad actually worked there.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he can't tell me anything else. He said you have to kill me. so.
Interesting. Yeah.
What's the highest? This is a music question. Highest selling, loosely termed nowadays, I guess, punk album ever sold of all time. Do you have any idea what that is?
I
could probably-
know.
If you
It's a
think-
good question.
Take a second. Do you, I know what it is.
I'd like
obviously.
to know the answer.
Yeah, they did, and you'd be. After I say, it, you'll probably be like, yeah. Okay.
Well, okay, let me narrow it down.
Narrow it down?
It's either like Sex Pistols, The Clash, Ramones, The Damned. No.
It's something more current.
Oh, like Green Day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one?
It
It was Dookie.
Oh, was it Dookie?
Yep, 20 million plus.
Okay.
All time. This is not obviously
Right.
one week.
It's amassed.
Yeah.
Okay.
But highest number of all punk.
That's
and then
cool.
Nirvana, I guess if you want to call them punk, they're
Yeah,
sort of,
they might be.
started out, and then I guess they
Yeah.
would be the next,
Cool.
if you want to say that. So there you go. Now there's a little bit of history. You can quiz these guys later on.
Good fun facts.
How many terms can a governor serve consecutively in your state? Current one is Christie from New Jersey.
2?
2, that is correct. 2. But you can
That
still
was
be it
a
again.
wild guess.
You can still do it again, though, as long as it just can't be consecutive.
Okay.
And the last one,
Mm-hmm.
which film? You into films? You guys watch
Yeah.
movies? I mean, I know you got kids and you're
Yeah,
growing
I
up
mean,
now,
to what
less time.
degree, I'm not sure.
These
but
are
I
more
like
like 80s,
yeah.
90s movies. So
Yeah, that's cool.
Which one of these movies was not filmed in New Jersey
Okay.
or set in New Jersey? Okay.
Okay.
We have Friday the 13th, Toxic Avenger, Clerks, or Nightmare on Elm Street.
All right, I know Clerks was.
Yeah,
Um,
it's one of my favorite movies.
Name them again. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street, Toxic Avenger. You ever seen that? It's
Yes.
such a lame movie.
Yeah.
And Friday the 13th.
I don't know about those other 3.
Matt, do you know?
Matt, you know the
you
answer
know
to
those
this?
movies? Which film was not set in New Jersey? Friday the 13th.
Or filmed in New Jersey?
A s-
Set or filmed?
whatever. Both.
Okay.
I'm going.
Friday the 13th is filmed in New Jersey.
Yep. That's
Okay.
right. Yep.
Clerks is in New Jersey.
So it's down to Toxic Avenger or Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street is not in New Jersey.
Final answer. So you're calling a friend, right?
Yeah, I called in a friend on this one, so I'm going to go with that.
Got it. Boom. Good job. So you got a 5 out of 6.
Not
Yeah, 5
bad.
out of 6.
Not bad.
That's not bad. If you're in school, you'd have a good grade.
I'll take it.
Your
I'll
parents
take
would be
it.
proud. Cool. Well, that's it. Greg, thanks for chatting with us.
Thank you.
And have an awesome show and rest of your guys' tour. You guys heading to Europe after this, right?
Yes, 2 festivals in Europe, and then we're go home.
Cool. Well, again, thank you.
Thank you.
If you don't have the newest Bouncing Souls, go get it.
Check it
Simplicity. And if you never heard of them, you just now heard of them, go to they got 9 more albums to back catalog for you.
out. Yep.
I recommend Anchor's Away one. That one's the best one.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You want to put a song on before we get out here?
Let's go with maybe something from Anchors Away.
What do you want to do, man?
Kids and Heroes.
Hello Radio, the music alternative.
You're welcome. Hey, where have you gone? You used to be seemed like nothing could break you down. How high was your price? Was it worth it? Nothing in life is a sure bet anyway. You're gone. I guess you weren't here from the start. In the end, it's all a question of hey, where have you gone? You used to be the one that we looked up to. It seemed like nothing could break you down. How high was the price? And was it worth it? Nothing in life is sure, but anyway, you're gone. I guess you weren't here from the start. In the end, it's all a question of heart. Hey, where did it go? Everything we fought for and everything it made. Maybe we were just naive, but I still believe there are only a few things that really belong to me. Who I am, who I was, who I wanna be. Who I wanna be. Hey, where have I gone? I used to be the one looking for the hero in some far-off place, blindly ever forward, never knowing all along the truth was right here in my own song.
Must be an on button somewhere.
Hey, we have an app for that. Now available, the Hello Radio app from the Apple App Store.
Press the Apple thing.
Just search Hello Radio or visit our website, helloradio.live, and click on the Apple icon at the top of the screen.
No, sir. I'm an android.
If you prefer Android, then it is there too.
It's awesome. Yes, it's awesome. We absolutely love it.
Yeah. So go for it and get the free Hello Radio app now.
Radio's up.
Miss the new music show Hello Bands? Visit us online at helloradio.live and click podcast to listen to previous shows on demand. Or download anytime, anywhere.